All right. What's going on? Welcome back. Do me a favor, hit that like button as you're coming in. My name is Ola, coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. Mind of Prestige here. We talk about relationships from a power standpoint: self, social, emotional, seduction, attraction, intelligence. Anyway, we're talking right now about Pete Edochie's take on his son. He has something to say about his son. You know, I don't cover it unless I feel like there's a lesson, particularly with respect to relationships that we can tackle. Okay. There was a previous video of them dancing and all that kind of stuff. You know, the crazy, the madness. You know, I saw that video. I intentionally didn't cover it because honestly, I don't know what to do with that. Okay, so this was the day that they announced that May had filed some kind of what do you call it? May had filed a 100 million naira lawsuit against the both of them. Okay, so but with that being said, you know, obviously there's so much lesson that's coming out of this. So I will continue to cover it for as long as I guess. So I didn't cover it at that time because there was no lesson. But today, Peter Edochie saw something. He said something so simple, and I was like, oh yeah, we definitely have to cover this one right here. All right, and that's why I'm here right now to share that with you. But at this point in time, you might be looking like, wait, I don't want to hear nothing about this people, nothing like that. I hear you. I completely get you. Okay, but I have to look at your actions more than what you're saying. Okay, so maybe you're just that one person in the comment. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. We have other pieces of content here that you can watch. Anyway, let me see here. I think I have. Let me see. Do I have it? I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have it. Anyway, yeah. So I have this video. Let me see. Let me see what you guys are looking at. Okay, let me go ahead and share that with you. And then he said something very, very simple, and I was like, you know what? We have to talk about this really quickly. So let's go for it. Here we go. Okay, shout out to Judy for giving us the content.
In other words, if you go and pick up ants-infested faggots, it's a direct invitation to the lizards to come to roost, right? Good.
All right, so that came from Judy. Hear it again. Let's hear it again.
In other words, if you go and pick up ants-infested faggots, it's a direct invitation to the lizards to come to roost, right? Good.
All right, what did he say? If you go and pick up hand-infested faggots. All right, so not pH, okay. All right, what is faggots? I think this is some kind of I think it's in Yoruba, right? Hand infested. I'm trying to find out what that is. You know, my maggots. I think it's maggots. I knew something was hand infested maggots. You invite lizards or something like that. Let's play that again because again, it's a lot of wisdom in that, right? I understand some of you are not fan of Peter Edochie too because you're connecting with patriarchy. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Stay on topic.
In other words, if you go and pick up ants-infested faggots,
I think it meant maggots.
Invitation to the lizards to come to roost, right?
Okay, direct invitation to the lizards. Interesting. All right, so let me see here. I think I saw this somewhere else. I think it might have been posted on Instablog Nigeria again. Let me see if I can find the Instablog Nigeria version of it, because I'm sure they're going in over there on that comment. I'll tell you what the lesson is in a second. Just stay with me. I got you. Okay. Let's see. Let's find it. Baba Pete Edochie. All right. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can share this really quickly. All right. Here we go. So shout out to Instablog Nigeria. Now we do have the Instablog Nigeria version. Let me go back there. That's Papa Pete Edochies right there. Let's see. Here we go.
In other words, if you go and pick up ants-infested faggots, it's a direct invitation to the lizards to come to roost, right?
So we might consider it indirect. Just to explain this completely, like indirect invitation. There's a way you position yourself in life, right? There's all kind of nonsense that will come with it. Now, let me tell you something. In real life already, okay? Just in life already, Yoruba people sọ pé ọwọ́ èèyàn máa ń tọwọ́ èèyàn bọ epo. Okay, how do I say this? So it's your hands that put wait ọwọ́ èèyàn. No, wait. Issue èèyàn. Come on now. Issue èèyàn. Your own yam is what will dip your hands inside of palm oil, right? Because in Nigeria, Yoruba land at least, we eat whatchamacallit? We eat yam with palm oil, right? You put salt. Yeah. Especially if you see some, especially like roasted yam, right? Especially the one that's roasted inside of the farm. You didn't know? I went to farm Akure when I was growing up, right? And my father would, you saw my father. You met my father already. We'll put, yam. We'll dig the yam, like harvest the yam right there. They won't peel it, okay? They just put fire together, they roast it right there, and then after you roast it, you start eating it. And one of the best things to eat it with is palm oil. You put a little salt, just a little bit, not too much, right? And then you eat that. Some of the most delicious ever. So issuing, why am I digressing? Issuing, it's your yam. It's not that you want to touch oil, but the yam will make you put your hands inside of palm oil, right? That's another way of saying. There's a way of positioning yourself in life that you just attract certain things. Sometimes that's the cost of getting to a higher place or getting to a better place. Sometimes you're not realizing that when you put yourself in certain position, you're going to attract lots of nonsense. What is the nonsense we're talking about, right? What is the nonsense what is the nonsense position you put yourself first? What exactly is it saying? I don't want to assume. Let me see what they're saying in this comment on Instablog Nigeria. I'll read it to you because you might not be able to see it clearly from your phone. Okay, we have C Dollar Legacy here. It says, since Yul has decided, hold on, let me make sure I am giving proper credit here. Well, this is for Judy and Instablog Nigeria, so that's fine. Hit that like button, I beg. Hit that like button. All right. Since Yul has decided to bring in a foreign and infested woman into the family, this is C Dollar Legacy helping us. Okay, I'm agreeing with this person already. A foreign and infested woman into the family. He has invited all the lows, backwardness, pain, insult, and so on in this life. You might be like, here's the part where it concerns you. Maybe you are just pardon me for a second. You're like, not really, I can handle it. I'm a big boy, I'm a big girl, I can handle it. That's what I want. I can do what I want, I can do what I want. All I'm asking you today in this video is be careful when you say that, because maybe you're doing what you want, but you're not previewed to what other nonsense that may attract, right? But you have to be willing. It's called a cost. There's a cost to every move you make. Another way of saying that is there are consequences, right? As long as you're willing to live with the consequences, then you have all the rights. Somebody said in the comment yesterday, somebody has a right to privacy. Stella Damascus. I said, yes. Yeah, I agree. What? Me, I'll never argue with you on your right. So remember, you have all the right. Not only do you have all the rights, you have your right.
Well, you're right.
You're right. Okay. You have the power. You get to do what you want. All the backwardness, pain, insults, and so on in this life. Let me see. There's some sub comments here. I wonder what's in the sub comments. Let me see. Interesting. May your future husband and wife leave you for another person. Okay, they're replying each other. There's argument going on in this already. Yeah. This must be Judy. Satan. Jesus. Let's continue. Here's another one. Some Onyilomo diamond. What did Pa say? Here Pa again.
Faggots.
No. Let's go back to the beginning. Hold on 1 second.
Come to roost, right? Good. Onye kpatankwaro.
Oye patakwaroro.
Singwelebia tu onye aba. In other words, if you go and pick up ants-infested faggots, with a direct invitation to the lizards, come to
direct invitation. I think maggots. Is it maggots? I think that's what he's saying, right? Hand-infested maggots. Let's call it foreign, and I called it a strange woman, right? It is what it is. We're talking about Yule. All right. Yoruba said, Onyilomo Diamond said, Yoruba said, Yoruba sonu owe lafinwa. When you've lost a word, you use proverbs to find it. Okay, meaning if there's no amount of words to quantify a situation, proverbs will be used to express it. Okay, that's a better one. This man is short of words. Like, what can I say? How did this boy get himself in wahala? Papa, you are a legend and you have done your best. You are now responsible for what an adult has decided to ridicule himself. That's a fact. Because I saw another comment somewhere. Somebody was insinuating that, so you are now going to go and flog this. I'm like, are you normal? Please, somebody find that video for me. Are you normal? Abi.
You are a mumu man.
Anyway, I beg, if you understand, kindly explain what it means to be to me, because I've watched it at least 10 times and I still don't understand. You don't understand. These are the issues. Let's see if anybody explains. It simply mean that someone around someone is not responsible or good. Right. Someone around somebody, I don't know. It just means that actions have consequences. That's the simple explanation to what he said. Yes, absolutely. There's cost, there's consequences. As long as you're willing to live with that, you have all the rights. Somebody said, but he has the right. But she has the right. Yes, you have all the rights to knock yourself out. Right? Aboro. How do you say that? There's a word. There's a proverb I'm looking for here. Aboro lanso for luabi. Aboro. Half a word is what you give to anybody, right? To badenu adudi. Once he enter, it should become whole. If it doesn't become whole, you still have the right to. This is the person I'm talking about. This is what I saw earlier. Oh my show. The Food Networking too says, still talking in parables. The matter never taught you. Parables is all you need. That's all you need. Especially when you're dealing with another adult. And then the person said, Pikin, where you supposed find able-bodied men. That means a child, you're supposed to find big men. Right? Able-bodied men, make them tie them for backyard. Make Reverend Father come do exorcism for real quick. That's not how it works in reality. What are we talking about? We're talking about Edochies. About a year plus ago, 18 months ago, he came out, announced that he has a second son with a side chick. He decided he wanted to flip the side chick into a second wife. Actually, he did that right there in that video, and the majority of people accepted now. Okay, but in recent times, he's caught a lawsuit. Him and the side chick caught a lawsuit for 100 million naira. That's equivalent of about $120,000 plus. And for adultery, she's filing a lawsuit for adultery and all kind of stuff. And I think I saw a post somewhere with regards to this. Somebody insinuating. Let me see if I can find that. Oof. I'm glad I did this session because there's actually more content that I realized that I needed to talk about. Let me see here. Let's see. I do have a session coming up on red flags. Make sure you attend that. You need to make sure you attend that red flag. Okay. Oh, I do have some more content to cover here. Awesome. Anyway, let's cover this part really quickly first. Let me see how much time I got. Okay, I got a little bit more time. All right. So Stevens, so it's so that's a stupid comment right there. You can't tie up a grown adult. He has the right, remember, to do what he wants to do, just the same way he has all the rights to the consequences, which is what Papa is talking about. He has the right to have this opinion. Stephen 7231 says, so my question is, by the way, I want your comments in below. I want to see all your comments on this issue. So my question is he supposed to chase away a woman that gave birth to 2 children for him just to be with May? And what becomes of those 2 babies? No, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to just live with the consequences. You see, these are mad people making comments here. They don't listen. It's very simple. He has the right, as long as he also recognizes that he has all the rights to all the consequences and all the costs. Okay? The disadvantages, the advantages of whatever move you make as a human being, as an adult, including all the emotionally driven ones, the ones that you never get to see, right? The ones that you don't pay attention to. Yes, the deeply inside emotions one. Yeah, all of that, as long as you're ready to eat up all the consequences, good or bad, especially the bad one,
Sorry.
then you have all the rights. You reserve the right to retain all of the rights.
Well, you're right.
You might say, but all he did, just like this man is saying here, all he did is just marry the second wife and the second baby. Well, that's not all he did. The way he did it was wrong. Okay, he's investing a lot of energy in trying to, him and the side chick, they're investing a lot of energy in trying to manipulate the public. Really, all they have to do is do what they have to do as adults and deal with the consequences with the wife. But now he's offended the general public. You might say, but what's their business? Not their business? Is it their own? No, you're right, it's not. But they're telling you that it is. And you don't really have a choice than to get with the game, deal with it, okay? So not only that, what's public? Well, it starts with the father. The father clearly seems like he does not disagree with these moves. All right? Argue with your destiny, with the wall. Or is he supposed to find a way to make peace between the 2 women and have his 2 wives live in peace with each other, even if they can't be together in the same house? My own is that no child is supposed to be a bastard and live without the fatherly love. If you have a child outside of wedlock, there are consequences for that. And you know the worst part about that? Even that child self will collect. No, I'll stop that. Let me stop that. But that child is going to have to deal with some traumas that come with that. Being raised outside of wedlock, that's not, it comes with a lot. Being raised outside of the presence of a fatherly figure comes with a lot. Being raised outside of a motherly figure comes with a lot. Okay? What am I talking about? Those are significantly a lot. But even being raised in a household where the father and the mother are not on the same page, they manage to stay together because of children, but they can't figure out how to have healthy relationships. Oh yeah, that comes with a lot. Those children will collect. Okay, I'll stop. Because these are children now, right? Yeah. These are not things you can't. When you argue with these things, you just argue with your destiny. Some of us are patient enough for you to see it for yourself. Experience is still the best teacher. Baba be like Jesus. He talks in Proverbs. Yes, so he's probably said a lot more that we will see later. This is good promo, by the way, Judy. This is good promo. A woman's relationship with her father matters a lot. It tells you a lot about her. If she hates her father, she will hate you. Okay, speak out, coach. Who asked you to speak out, coach? This is not relevant. Anyway, if she was raised by a responsible, protective, and loving father, who she protects, who she respects, she will expect some qualities in her man and respect you too. Okay, we'll take that in. Thank you, speak out, coach. Let me see. Strange woman will not see my home and every other woman here in the name of Jesus. Amen. Somebody might, but we don't really know her like that. Why are they judging her? All they were doing is skits. Huh? Proverbs are the palm oil with which words are eaten. Yes, so that's Chino Achebe said that, huh? Okay, that's a nice one. I am Stacia Sparks says it's an Igbo adage. He who goes to the farm and gets ants infested firewoods. Okay, that's making better sense. Ants infested, maggot, not the F word. Hopefully this video is not demonetized because of that. Maggots, okay? Amongst all the good firewoods in the farm, shouldn't be surprised when lizards starts paying him a visit. This is the best, right? That's why I love the comments. Yeah, the lizards will come looking for it, okay? Or if you put sugar, the ants will come looking for it. It's just that's the reality of life. The point is that don't be so caught up in your own abilities. You should pay attention to the systems you've put yourself inside, the kind of people you surround yourself with. The kind of influence you surround yourself with has a lot more power than your own capabilities. Very important. This is why I keep telling you, your intentionality is all up in the poto if you don't pay attention to intentionality. Intentionality at an emotional level. What a waste. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that at that, okay? So we have this one here. Let me share this. What is this? Somebody put this post up. Okay, this is on Gist Lover actually. Built with an angel. This was Yule dancing with the ex-wife. Oh, well, there's still the actual wife. Still, she filed for divorce, I guess. It says marriage in heaven. Oh God, people are still fantasizing about the marriage is over. And somebody put the side chick, Judy Juju. Okay, yes. Destroyed by a witch. Marriage made in coven. People. This is why social media should be regulated. How on earth is Yule Edochies family affair the problem of Gist Lover? Yule is an adult. See, this is a slow person talking. Okay, this person is commenting on social media but then blaming social media at the same time. These are slow people. These kind of people are slow. Okay, it's not a crime to be slow, by the way. Peter Ajuku, something like this is why social media should be regulated. When you're a public figure, it becomes public matter. Okay, I know you won't know that, but you're also on Gist Lover's page making this comment, meaning you're giving power to it. Yule is an adult capable of taking responsibility of his own decision. I wish Yule and Judy sued this Gist Lover for constant. You see, because you're stupid. That's how lawsuits just work. People just randomly, if they're filing a random lawsuit like that, would you have a healthy court system? Oh my show. Oh God. Anyway, let me go to this next one. There's this next post here. Shout out to Instablog Nigeria. Yule and May divorce saga. Why you should avoid court marriage at all costs. Igbo businessman tells his compatriots. Let's see what he said. Dear Igbo men, we'll end with this one. I'm laughing because I haven't read it yet. I'm reading with you as I'm recording this, okay? Dear Igbo men, avoid court marriage at all costs. Stop involving government into your marriage. Blaming the government is like blaming social media. It is a stupid comment already, okay? It's like blaming rain and sunshine, environmental factors, things that will be regardless, right? What makes sense, right? Your shadow will follow you everywhere you go. If they remove all of government and social media, you are still you're still wretched, okay? If you are wretched, you're wretched, okay? If you are trash, you are trash. Any environment you find yourself, it's your shadow. It follows you there, right? If they uproot you from Nigeria and they put you in the abroad, you will just point finger at abroad. That abroad is the reason why your marriage is not working. If you're in Abuja, it's the same thing. These are the issues. If there's government, you will complain. If you do traditional marriage, you complain. If you do customary marriage, you will have the same issues. Why? Because your problems, the one you are actively trying to reject, it's like your shadow. It follows you everywhere you go. This is why your best option is to self-reflect. Okay? Because even all the people, anybody outside of you that you're blaming is part of the systems you have chosen to surround yourself with. You always, okay, unless somebody physically assaulted you, you always have the agency to remove yourself or put yourself in people's worlds. Yes, easier said than done. Exactly why you need to learn how to do it, because everybody else that's trash will continue to remain trash. They won't do anything about their issues. Okay, so I know you finished reading that already. Let me continue. My dear Igbo brothers, okay, shout out to the Igbo brothers. Avoid anything concerning visiting Ministry of Interior Affairs, Ikoyi, Lagos, especially it's a demonic place. Okay, so first of all, majority of Igbo people they don't live in Ikoyi. It looks like they live in the eastern side of Nigeria, right? Okay, let's continue. Thousands of marriages has been broken down and destroyed. So this one is blaming Ikoyi. This is not abroad, but this person is still blaming Ikoyi. Pay attention. Ikoyi is it's like Nigeria's Beverly Hills, but it's in Nigeria. Okay, and there's a lot of people in Ikoyi that are not well off either. It's supposed to be well off neighborhood, but there's a lot of, you understand the gist. Okay. If she forces you to go to a court marriage, dump her. The person wants to say dump her and end the marriage plans immediately. Now let's consider the other side. The woman you are taking to, there's a reason why they're going there. They want to protect themselves from this type of mindsets. Right? Why would you want to manipulate them into a situation where they will avoid something that can protect them? Oh, I just said it. Manipulation, controlling behavior. Oh, it doesn't work. Even if you avoid Ikoyi, right? Your wife will still leave you, right? It will just make it probably easier for her to leave you, and you will still cry like a bitch. Am I lying? I'm telling the truth now. Okay. She's not your wife. She has an evil motive for the future. You will regret it. A peaceful woman will never advise her husband to bring in government into their home. What if she's seen enough of this type of thing? A bunch of the lowest of common denominators of society actively trying to look for ways to keep the vulnerable, right? What if she's seen enough of that and she's just like, I love you, I like you, but I need to make sure I protect myself. Just let's have something in place just to make sure I'm protected. Not only that, make sure our children are protected, because you might just want to move mad like a you, right? Let's make sure we're protected. What if she's seen that? Yeah, but she's just not peaceful. No. This has nothing to do with peace. It has everything to do with you having no plans to be a peaceful human being on this earth. And because you have that way, you project it. And what you fear the most is what you attract. You will still attract a non-peaceful woman because they do exist. You will still attract that. Even if you don't go to the place, they will show you shaggy because Kosimbe. Okay. There are many ways to get a marriage certificate from your local government without court attached. Be wise. No talk, say I no tell you. You want to get a marriage license without the court attached. Somebody as I said, dear Igbo women, refuse. Their intentions for saying this is evil. Do not agree. Let me see if there's something else here. This man doesn't speak for the entire Igbo race. We're not this daft. That's the perfect word for it, daft. This is just, yeah, that's an Igbo man who is talking. I knew that, you didn't have to tell me that, but thank you for reminding all of us. Of course, it's not all Igbo men who act this way. Of course not. Of course, anybody who say that is just as daft as the person who made this comment. Anybody who thinks all Igbo men think the same way is just as daft. They're actually worse. When you generalize and you oversimplify, you're actually worse. Just in case you don't know. Okay. I'm part of those that would divorce my husband, this MVC, if he takes in another wife because we had no discussion about polygamy from the onset. I know waiting my mama face, and I refuse facing the madness that comes with polygamy. Times has changed. Some women still know their worth. Times have changed. That's reality. And when you have a few men, minority, who refuse to see that, they will continue to collect.
Sorry.
All right. So do me a favor. I have two questions for you. Okay. The first question is this. Okay. What do you think about what Papa Edochies said? How did you interpret it? Is this similar, or you have some questions or anything like that with regards to infested hand, maggot infested hand? You bring that to the house, you attract lizards, right? If the wall opens, lizard go enter. Alangba go enter. I don't know. Help me with that. Second question I have for you is that would you marry a person that actively try to say no going to the courts? We don't need the government in our business. Would you marry that person? If you like this video, you will like this one on the screen right now. This one. Yeah. Hit this one right here. And don't forget to like and subscribe. But hit this video. I'll see you on the next one.